A legal challenge to let the public learn more information about the Uvalde school shooting has failed. A Travis County District judge denied a state senator's request to order DPS to release records related to the Robb Elementary School shooting that killed 19 children and 2 teachers. And Senator Roland Gutierrez wanted the records on the emergency response under public information laws after the May 24th shooting. After his request to DPS went unfulfilled, that's when he sued. And in her order, Judge Catherine Mazzi cited some issues in how Gutierrez requested those records. Joining us now to give us a little more insight on this is KXAN Capitol correspondent Monica Madden. So what does all of this mean now, Monica?
Well, for now, Jennifer, the Texas DPS can keep those records private. The judge did not really address whether those records, whether it is information that state police can keep secret. So this is why Gutierrez is still pressing for it. He was requesting information like the DPS training manual to see what their active shooter training response looks like. He also wanted more information on documents detailing how they responded on that day, body cam footage from those 91 DPS officers who were on scene. So he's really looking for a better idea of how they responded, but for now that information will remain secret, Jen.
Okay, so we know that there's a protocol, obviously, as it relates to these requests. What, though, did he do wrong in his request?
Well, first, Jen, I'll explain. Typically, when we're putting in public information requests by Texas law, there's 3 different ways that you can do that. You can send an email, a hand-delivered letter, or a lot of state agencies have an online portal where you can submit those records. Now, Gutierrez said that they told him it has to be submitted through that online records request portal. He says, though, he has always in the past submitted records through the way that he usually does. In this case, he sent an email to an office in DPS, and then someone in that office hand-delivered his letter to Director Stephen McCraw requesting those records. Now, they said it had to happen through that online portal. So typically lawmakers are able to get information differently than how the public and the media can, but in this case he's not really sure why it's different this time when he says he's been doing it this way for other related issues all the time.
Okay, so we know that this is far from over, especially the investigations, the requests that are put in about this. What comes next, though?
Well, Gutierrez plans to appeal the judge's decision. He says he respects the process, of course, but does not agree with what her order was. He also is planning to make a new public information request the right way, or how DPS wants it, so he can get that information. And I want to point out too, Jen, there's also more than a dozen media outlets who are also pressing for this information. They have filed a lawsuit, this group, against DPS requesting that information, and it'll be interesting to see how that judge rules whether those records can be released, maybe depending on if those media outlets followed the proper protocol in releasing those records.
All right, we know you'll be tracking this, and we'll be tracking this online on our website at kxan.com. That article now is on the front page.